What's going on, guys? Dan Kell here from Liquidation Pros, and in this video I'm going to be unboxing a pallet of beauty supplies that I received. This was a liquidation buy. It is roughly 1,700 pieces and I paid about $1,750 for it, and that includes delivery. This pallet came with another pallet of beauty supplies, but it's all, that pallet there is all the same item. I'm not going to get into that right now. I did talk about it a little bit in my last video with the Dick's merchandise and kind of explained what that deal was. It's just too much to explain because I want to get right into this. I only have a limited amount of time. So let's jump in and start unboxing this. And if you didn't see that last Dick's video, there's 2 pallets of Dick's Sporting Goods. It's like sports jerseys, team apparel, Nike, some swimwear. I actually have some of it left over here that needs, it's all sorted out already and needs to be taken out of the warehouse, and that will happen tomorrow. But for now, for this video, let's jump into these beauty supplies, see what I got, see if at $1 a piece, every item I'm gonna show you I paid $1. Some items it's gonna be a great deal, other ones not so much. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna sort some of it out and show you what we have for eBay. Possibly Amazon too, because it is brand new stuff. All right, so I got this bright window here, but bear with me with the lighting. I don't feel like moving this pallet all the way around just to have the perfect lighting. We're in a warehouse. I don't think you guys are expecting that from my videos. They're far from perfect. Take that off, that's my packing step. But basically, we really wrap this one up good. You want to be careful when it kind of looks like the pallet is starting to crumble on the sides, that you don't open all the plastic so everything tumbles out. I'll only go about 1/4 of the way down and then start pulling boxes off the top. Otherwise, you could end up making yourself a pretty big mess. So this should be all new case packed stuff, and I don't know that I will go on video like the process I'm doing now and show you everything. I'll show you a few. What I'll probably do is finish it up, do like a time lapse, lay it all out, sort it all out, and then take the camera around and show you. Otherwise, it's just going to take too long just to simply go through it. But just so you can kind of see. All right, so I did a buyout, and these are like Heavenly Skin makeup brushes. So these are like high-end makeup brushes. They retail for like $40. They're selling for around 10 bucks on eBay. I was perfectly happy with that deal on those. I may even do like a case lot and sell these in bulk. I actually had some of these previously and I've already sold a few of them. So those I'm pretty familiar with. And I already know that those are going to be a good deal. They're going to take a long time to sell, but I don't mind that. Like, part of liquidation is whenever you can get good deals on inventory, you stock up and you let the sales trickle in over time. Something like that will never expire. It may go out of style, but in that case, for a $10 beauty brush, I doubt it. What you gotta be careful with is if you stock up on stuff that's short dated, expires soon. Or like my last video with the Dick's Sporting Goods, I'm buying like name brand jerseys, but what if the player isn't on the team next year? That jersey is pretty much worthless. So that stuff, you do have to move fast. You really need to keep that in mind. Some things I don't mind holding, and I'm not in a rush to get rid of. The other thing that's going to come into play is how much space you have. So, all right, look at this here. Wow. Entire case of this. It is New Face Fix. That is a tiny little guy. It's a line smoothing serum. Hold on one second. I'm going to scan this and see what these go for. All right, so I looked this up, and this is supposed to go with inside of a actual device, I guess, for applying it to your face. So I guess you would consider these refills. The device itself that includes one of these, or this amount of 0.25 fluid ounces, sells for like $70 to $80. I'm not sure. I didn't see anyone selling these like refills. So I'll have to do some more research on those to come up with an actual price. Next we have this Effort Lash by Dial 10. Never heard of it. once again, the lighting. And there's not a ton of those, maybe like 25 of those. So they'll start a separate pile. This looks like a mixed, just random. You know, I paid $1. These sell really well for like 10 bucks. I've sold these before, this Lancer. The box is a little damaged. Golden almond, whatever this is. So just a box of random beauty supplies. Some may be really good. Some may not be worth it. Some may be just like flea market dollar items, just to get my money back. This stuff, this Becca brand sells decent. $3.19. I'm not sure about that brand, but there's a couple of those. So just, you know, a mixed box that needs to be sorted out. Oh my gosh, there's more. Look at all these. So I knew there was a lot of these. I don't know how many there are, but golly. I mean, I wonder if they counted all these, because there's easily, I mean, 300 in there, and I have another one like that. So, and there's still all this supplies left. So maybe my supplier will sometimes just throw stuff in just because they want the space. They know if I'm buying a lot of stuff. I wonder if that was a throw-in. I'm not sure. I have a ton of this already. This stuff does sell pretty decent. This is a Rise and Shine hair scrub. There's not many in there though. There's only 6 in that box. So we'll start a new pile there. There should be more of those, I think. Okay, this is a different brand I haven't seen yet. Mindy. Sorry, my face is right in the screen. I can't see you guys. Let me put the front screen on real quick. Come on. There we go. So, Mindy Beauty. It does have a UPC. I can look those up. There is apparently, the box says 45, but guess what? If I took an estimate on these, I'd say there's over 100. So I'm not sure who was counting this stuff, but there's definitely more than 45 in there. There is just this little row right here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. There's 30, not counting, just in this back row, they're stacked 2 deep, they're sitting 30. So there's hundreds of those. Once again, a lot of this stuff I need to look up. I'm not a beauty expert. I take it one product at a time, look it up as I go. This deal, I did not have that opportunity. Basically, it was a buyout of beauty supplies at $1 a piece, 1,744 units. He sent me just a written down list of a few of the brands that were in there. It didn't have quantities or anything. I just had to go off my gut. And oh, this stuff was one of the brands. He did tell me, this Pure Greek olive body cream. This stuff was selling pretty good. It's all brand new. That's the entire case of it. So it says 42. To me, that seems about right. That would be about 42. So think about that box that says 42 and the other box that says 45, and there were hundreds of them in there. This is going to be really interesting to see how much product I really did get at the end of the day. And we're not even halfway through the pallet yet. So this is more of the Pure Geek, a whole nother case of that. So let's start a pile of that here. Put that right here. Since there's several cases. Where's the other one? Let's see what else we got. Big box here. This is more of the Pure Geek. And this one says, is that quantity? Wow, that's really heavy too. A whole nother case of Pure Geek. Ah! There's probably 100 of them in there at least. Oh wow, there's another case of that stuff. And, oh, here we go. Check this out. It's a really popular brand. The value isn't the best, and unfortunately I cannot sell this brand on Amazon. But here's an entire case of Bare Minerals. It is the original mineral veil, and there's normally a shade. I'm not sure about the shade on these, but man, that probably goes about maybe like 6 deep. Look how big that box is full. So it looks like they put 200, either 200 or 300 on the box, but they crossed it out. They had 221 and then it looks like they put something else and then crossed it out again. So not sure about how many. I have a feeling that this is going to end up being more than 1,700 pieces. So they threw something in. Well, let's see what's here. Some of it could be sample products. So things that would be like at malls or like an Ulta Beauty, something like that, or maybe like a, like these are samples. Entire case of samples of the Radiance Brightening Omega Rose Hip Seed Facial Oil. It looks like a sample to me, but it does have a barcode. So it is possible these are normal. Normally samples don't have barcodes, so this could be a normal product. I'll have to look that up. And like I said, I'm gonna look some of these up. I'll jump back on video and give you a kind of idea where we stand, what kind of quantities I'm looking at, and how good of a deal it was. But let's open up maybe like one more box, and then I'm going to sort everything out the rest of the way. Oh wow, check this out. So they're saying basically, originally there was 535 pieces, but they took 100 off. So 435 of Laura Geller, New York. They're a little bit dirty. Looks like either some dust or some makeup got on, but that'd be easy to wipe off. So 435 Laura Geller. These are like a blush. This is the baked blush. So these, easily 10 bucks a piece, but I have a ton of them. So I'm gonna have to definitely have to lot some of those up. There may even be another box of those. It's this box here, I bet. Yeah, so here's another box. Another 240 in this box. Here. It's written on, yep, same thing in that one, so I'm not gonna bother getting that out right now. We have it here. There's 2 empty boxes, I'm not sure why they were there. And then there's a whole case of these. This is Tweaked by Nature. This is like a QVC brand, and it's the Himalayan hairspray. So this is similar to what I have over there. And there's a whole box full of that. There's gotta be, I mean, maybe 100 or so. And that's packed full of those. Looks like some of them, the tops are off. Some of them have the spray things and some of them don't. So that's a product that I have a ton of that I'm going to be doing my best to try to sell. There's no expiration dates, but I need to price it low because I have so many. So hopefully the market doesn't follow me in my pricing, but let me go ahead, stop this now, sort everything else out, and then give you guys an idea what we got. All right, so I just kind of sorted everything out. I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown. Now, granted, I did look these up. These are rough estimates. I use TerraPeak through eBay. If you have eBay store, you can scan UPCs or type the item in and get about a year's sales history. You can sort it by new, which most beauty stuff you can't really sell used, so most of it's new anyway. And then you can see how many you're selling. Keep in mind that a lot of this stuff is not very fast selling. So we're talking maybe 50 to 100, 150 units per year. So not very fast, but I bought it for so cheap that I could probably be the lowest price seller and still make a ton of money. But I'm not in that line of business where I have to move this stuff. I do have some space, and especially for these types of items. So let's just go right down the list. This item here, there's 183 of these, and that retail is going to be, now when I say retail, what I can sell that for is right just over $2,000, so almost $2,200. Moving on to all these Pure Geek Olive, you guys can look these up. They sell for anywhere between $18 to $24 a piece. That is not accurate. There's actually about 244 of them, so that's about, at around $20 a piece, that's about $4,800. All right, this next one here, there's about 493 of these little Radiance Brightening Omega. These are samples, so not the most popular item. keep that in mind. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do lots of 5. And so that gives me about 100 units, a little bit less, but to make it easy, that's about $1,000 worth of product. Once again, it's going to take a while to sell. This Laura Geller, there's 368 of those. Those go for around $10 a piece, so that's $3,600. This item here, this Aquis Prime 01 Water Defense Pre-Wash. There are 235 of those, and they sell for around $15 to $20 a piece. I'm going to lower end, so $3,525. All of this stuff from here down was not accounted for. So I talked to my supplier. There was a few issues I had with the Dick's Sporting Goods deal. This is basically going to make that deal. We're on good terms. Don't worry about that type of thing. I told him the count was off. I counted over 2,000 units, so I think we're going to be good there. These expire anyway, so I think they were just throwing those in. They expire this year, and they're not very popular. So consider all that stuff like throw in. I have not even accounted for that, but some of these are selling for like $6 to $8 a piece. These are going to need to get bundled up. These weren't really selling at all. These might be like a liquidation or flea market item. There's 31 pieces of this Effort Lash by Dial 10, around $5 a piece, so that's 150 bucks. These are the beauty brushes that I showed earlier. They're actually case packed. That is about $2,000 worth of those, because I think it's 120 in a case, and they go for about $10 a piece. And then, so $2,000 for that. This is just a mixed box of stuff that I did not account for. And then over here we have the Bare Minerals. There's 201 of those at $10 a piece is $2,000. So those prices are what I would price at around there, give or take a little bit on eBay. So not retail. Retail is typically for beauty stuff about 5 times higher. Some cases 2 or 3. Other cases there's items that I'm charging 10 for that go for 50 or 60. But you're not going to get that on eBay. The market's too flooded, and people are able to buy it at liquidation and clearance and work the price down. So long story short, eBay value, everything we just talked about, $19,351. I paid $1,700. That does not include all this, which I'm estimating another $10,000 to $20,000. But I'm not going to count on it because the one that there's like 1,000 of, they expire at the end of the year, and they are not selling very fast. It's like a sample that you add to a serum, like a tool, like a face tool for applying the serum to your face. That one of those would be included with that tool. So there are people that are going to buy a replacement, like a refill, but it's not that many. So at least from what I'm seeing, we'll see. That could be some really good money there, or it could just kind of be, I sell a few of them and then they expire, and I'll probably just take them down to the flea market, and then people could just, instead of using the applier, you could literally apply it to your hand and rub it on your face. It's not like it'd be bad, but that's where we're at. I think it was a good deal. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm going to make some money on this one. It's going to take a while. In this type of game, if you're going to deal with this bulk buys, you got to be willing to wait at least a year or two to start really getting into profit. Sometimes the faster moving stuff like these pure Greek olives, they're selling really well. I could probably sell those for 15 bucks and sell a couple of them a day and move that product, make my money back for the lot, and then just let the rest of the stuff trickle in. Some of these big cases that I have a lot of, I'll keep overstock here at the warehouse, so I will be paying for storage. But some of the smaller things like this will probably all go home to be listed. I'll take a case of this with me. You know, this can all go. All this, there's, what did I say? There's 200 of these in here, and that does, look how much room that takes up. There's barely anything there, and that's $2,000. So one good perk about the beauty stuff is lots of quantity, higher value, easy to ship, first class, very fast, easy listers, and you know, for the most part, they sell pretty good. So I'm happy with this deal. Let me know what you guys think. How did I do? I'm working on some other big things. Next week I have some Target stuff coming in. It's a lot of clothing. I wouldn't normally go after Target clothing, but I got a really good price on that. More details to come. I will have some lots that I'm going to do if anyone's interested in doing like some liquidation lots. I would be able to sell this stuff at like 10% or even a little bit less than 10% of retail. So there's still plenty of room to be made on that. You know, $25 shirt, I could sell for probably maybe $250 at the highest, because I paid even less than that. So if you guys are interested, my email will be down in the description. Shoot me a message. I'm probably going to be doing like 100 piece, not mystery lots, but 100 piece of leggings, 50 bras, 100 mixed men's clothes. So I'll have some different options. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you would, just hit that like button. If you're interested in future videos like this, go ahead and subscribe, and leave your comments down below, and I'll answer them when I can. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.